Bob Begosian on the line right now. Bob, good morning. Thanks so much for coming on. Bob is from Global Biotechnologies, and it's back to school time. So we're all
Bill, how you doing?
Good. It's great to talk with you. And of course, I use I use Bob's Microsan antimicrobial foaming hand sanitizer, and they can attest to it here. I have it with me every single day because you're always
germ free.
I believe I am pretty germ free, to be honest with you. So there was a story that came out just the other day about antibacterial soap. And
yes.
What's the story? What's the scoop on that?
Well, there are a whole number of active compounds that have been used in antibacterial soaps, including triclosan, which you find mostly in your Dial soaps, or Purell soaps, those types of things. And that has been banned because there's no evidence that these things are effective or really work. And the manufacturers of these active ingredients have been able to prove to the FDA that they really work and kill bacteria on a broad spectrum. So what's happened is that they've taken a list of active ingredients. I think there's probably 13 or 14 of them now.
Yeah.
And said you can't use these in antimicrobial soaps anymore, which is fine because a lot of them weren't used anyhow. I think probably only about 3 of them were actively used in any sense.
Yeah.
The other 10 were kind of out there, but nobody used them because they were kind of funky to begin with.
Right. And what is different? Yours is a. I'll let you fix that. Your soap is not alcohol based.
No, it's not,
and that's
it's
important.
Not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's got parachloromethylsilanol in it, which is a compound that's been around for about 30 years. Completely safe and is very, very broad spectrum. It's used mostly for medical applications. You don't see much of it in your common over-the-counter soaps that you buy in grocery stores or the pharmacy.
And the stuff that I get, and we've been getting from Bob's business, really for, 15 years. We've been doing it since as long as I've known about you.
I know. I used to have hair when we started. Now I'm completely
incredible.
bald.
But I swear by this, and I have everybody here using it, and my wife being a teacher, it's first graders, and it's back to school time. So what should parents be thinking about, and how could your products help them as we go back here in September?
Well, I think what parents have to realize is that there's germs everywhere on everything you touch. And 85% of the germs that you pick up with your hands. So hand hygiene is extremely important. And whether you use regular soap and water or use antimicrobial soaps or whether you use hand sanitizers, it's a good idea because your kids are picking stuff up all the time. And little kids, kids in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, don't have really good immune systems yet. So they're more likely to develop these infections. And when they do, they're going to pass them around to other kids in their class or bring them home or pass them on to their teachers. And I have a lot of empathy for teachers because they are really working in the germ zone. It's really kind of amazing. I went out this summer and did some culturing in some daycare centers, and it's absolutely amazing what's in there. It's not because the people don't want to keep the daycare centers clean.
Right.
And germ-free. It's just that you're working from behind all the time because, parents bring their kids to daycare because they have to work, and they bring them to daycare when they're sick, so they tend to infect other kids. They're playing with these toys. The toys are full of germs. Now, we don't want you to be paranoid about germs. I think you have to realize that germs are everywhere. There are certain germs that are going to bother you and certain germs that you're not. And the other component here is your immune system.
Right.
If your immune system's in good shape, your chances of getting any type of an infection is a lot less. For example, everybody's worried about the Zika virus. Well, the Zika virus is probably going to cause some problems for people, especially pregnant women. Mm-hmm. But if you're a healthy male, for example, and you get bitten by the mosquito that carries the Zika virus and you have the virus in your body, your immune system is going to take care of it 90% of the time. So your immune system is extremely important.
So but you have a product, I know you used to have a product that deals with the immune system and actually helps raise the immune system. And, you think about people who might have fighting cancer, or my wife with Sjogren's syndrome, and some of these diseases where it really attacks the immune system. What can people do?
Well, what we've done is, we've gone about as far as we're going to go with the antimicrobial products, because we've got a good portfolio of products, and they're being sold to the government and major companies and things like that. And a lot of people buy them because they're really good. But we've changed kind of the focus of our company to work on the immune system and the effect of immunity on cancer, for example. A lot of other diseases. We're working on the gastrointestinal tract now. We have products for people that have Crohn's and IBS that really work with probiotics to help alleviate a lot of their symptoms. They're not cures for anything, but they're more of a support system for people that have Crohn's and IBS. We're doing a lot of work on a very interesting subject called disappearing cancers. We know that your body reproduces, millions of cells every day, and some of those cells have mistakes in them, and those mistakes end up being some form of cancer usually.
Yeah. And
we've been looking at cases where we've been able to strengthen the immune system and actually get rid of the cancer from the body, and it's the body that's doing the work.
Right.
It's the immune system, your own innate immune system, which is doing the work, not anything that you're taking for it. So, there's a lot of really interesting areas, and I think immunotherapy, which is the using the immune system as therapy for a lot of diseases, is a big area, and we're heavily involved in that now.
How bad do you think the flu strain is going to be this year?
I don't know. First of all, let me tell your listeners this: the Association of Pediatric Physicians has determined that the Tamiflu, which is the flu mist that people, the kids put in their nose, they don't have to get an injection or a shot, is not very, very effective. So they're not recommending that this year.
I saw that,
and the FDA has gone along with them in saying that they're not going to recommend it either. Keep this in mind. Your flu shot does not last the whole flu season.
I did not know that.
It does not do that, number one. Number two, it takes about 2 weeks for the flu shot to take effect. So if you get your flu shot too early, in other words, if you get it right now, and I notice a lot of the drug chains are pushing flu shots right now, it's really too early. There is no flu around. And by the time the flu season really gets here in December, January, and February, it's going to be worthless.
Right. Wow. I did not know that.
And if you do get a flu shot, say in December, and you still get the flu, you have to remember that it takes about 2 weeks for your body's immune system to produce enough antibodies to go out and take care of the flu virus.
So November, late November would be a good time to get it done?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah,
in fact, I'm going away to Aruba, and I don't usually get the flu shot, but I'm going away to Aruba at the end of January, and I'm going to get one.
Okay, all right.
And there's no reason why you shouldn't get it. It's going to help you along the way.
All right, Andrew.
Yeah, that was going to be my question, if you recommend the flu shot, but I think you've already answered that.
Right. The flu shot's been shown to be safe. There's very few side reactions to it, and the benefit of the flu shot certainly outweighs any disadvantages you might have. If you're allergic to eggs, for example, you don't want to get a flu shot. I mean, most of those people who have allergies know what they're allergic to and whether or not the flu shot's going to bother them, because they've had it in the past, and it has some kind of a problem.
One last thing, when it comes to these antibacterial soaps and the creams and all of these products, you'll get somebody who's, I don't know, usually in their 60s or 70s, that'll say, you know what, when I was a kid, we didn't have all this, and, you're getting rid of all the good germs. What do you say to that?
Well, you have a certain amount of microflora on your skin, for example, which is good, but these are called these bacteria are just cohabitating. They're not doing any damage, and they're not going to cause you to become sick.
Yeah.
If you have any type of internal infection other than your intestinal tract, okay, that could be a problem for you. Your intestinal tract has billions and billions of bacteria in it, which are really responsible for a lot of your overall good health.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to keep your intestinal tract in really great shape. And people don't know this, but about 80% of your immune system resides in your intestinal tract in tissue called Peyer's patches. And these Peyer's patches are responsible for keeping your immune system really going. So you want to make sure that you keep your intestinal tract in good shape and good balance. And there are good ways to do it with probiotics.
Mm-hmm.
And you also want to use prebiotics, which are food for the probiotics. There's very little prebiotic out there. We do have a prebiotic if anybody is taking probiotics and wants to get the best benefit from them.
All right. Which is why I guess when you go on they'll tell you to eat yogurt after you take maybe some sort of certain medicines. They'll tell you drink or eat yogurt. It'll put some of that back into your system.
Yes
Does it work?
and no.
Okay. You're better off buying the pill. That's the answer.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about yogurts with probiotics in them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Got
good.
it. Okay. Bob Begosian is a microbiologist and is a genius in my mind. And if you're interested in any of these products, I'm telling you, it will really save you. But you think about the dollars lost, the work lost, the school lost based on just wintertime sickness alone. It's just incredible.
Well, here's what I'd like to do.
Okay.
We have a website, www.globalbio.com. If you're interested in seeing what we have in terms of health-related products, go there and take a look. If you have a specific health-related a problem that relates to any of our products, I'd like you to give me a call at 800-755-8420. I'm here all day today, and I'll be glad to kind of give you an answer, which is not going to be a medical answer, but will kind of be a common sense answer on how you might treat or how you might look at some of the problems that you have.
So, and believe me, there's you go to the doctors. Everybody has a solution. The solution doesn't work. There's side effects. It can't hurt to try here. The number is 800. What is it? 855.
No, 800-755.
755.
8420.
8420. 755-8420. And also the website is globalbio.com. I have you on for one reason, because I really believe in what you do.
I know. You have me on because you need more stuff.
No, I buy stuff. I truly buy your stuff. Every time I bring you on, Andrew comes back and says, Bob just said apparently you run out of product. That is not it.
We want to keep you guys healthy.
Well, we need that. And I want to spread the word of Bob Begosian and Global Bio. So we appreciate it. Thanks so much, Bob.
Thanks, Bill.
All right. Again, that phone number if you want to. And listen, he's giving you the opportunity to make a phone call and ask him about whatever ails you and what product might work. When you're using over-the-counter or using prescription, whatever it is, I swear to you, this guy is brilliant. It is, what was the number again? It's 800 755
I got it right here.
8420.
Yeah.
Do I use this stuff every day?
You do. Yes, you do.
In excess.
You shake a lot of hands. You shake a lot of hands. And when you shake hands, you're spreading stuff. And when you work in a business like we do, a cold is brutal. Losing your voice is terminal for a career. So it's very, very important. I'm telling you, 800-755-8420. And just ask him. There's no obligation, anything. Just say, here's my problem. What would you suggest?
So the sanitizer you use actually works like a disinfectant glove. I've heard you talk about that
there's
before.
the cream. There's the hand cream.
Right. But
which
even
will last for up to 6 hours and even prevents the, I believe it says HIV is right on the bottle. But this is the stuff that I'm using now is something that is you use. It lasts for a couple of hours. But
yeah, but you use it every 2 seconds. I think every
no,
time
I
at
don't.
the end of a segment.
No, not at the end of every segment. It's after I shake somebody's hand or you touch stuff. I mean, just this microphone alone is disgusting. I rub the stuff all over my lips and my tongue. I don't do that, really. I got a break. I want to talk Adirondack Scenic Railway coming up and some other stuff before we get out of here. Hold tight. Coming back at WIBX.